and mute all. Hold on.
Yep.
Mute all. Continue. All right. Mean Mom is talking. Mean Mom is talking. Hold on. How do I? Okay. All right. So we just wanted to bring you on this call really, really quickly to just kind of give you a mini orientation about what's coming up next. All right. I know you guys have probably got a million questions, but first and foremost, we are so excited that you said yes, because guys, things are about to change. Things are about to take a 180, and all of a sudden it will start to make sense. And again, I want to spoiler, no spoiler alert, but we have a few things I want to go over. One is the app that you're going to get. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So when I email you a meal plan and some information, I want you to know that it's actually me that's emailing you, because it doesn't look like something you might get. Oh, somebody's coming to my front door. Okay, so this is the app. Okay, you can see, oh, it's like really bad. All right, it's called PT Hub. Let me see here. That's the logo. All right, it'll be that color. It'll say Barb at GYST Academy, inviting you to join, and you're gonna have to accept my invitation. All right, and then inside the app, there's going to be a place for files. Okay, I'm just going to show you. See this list of files? You can see all those little dots, right? That's recipes and papers, and they're called FAQs, frequently asked questions, and there's going to be a substitution list in there that you're going to use on your meal plans. Okay, so that's in the files section is where it's going to be. I'm telling you this now, and I don't expect, yes, everybody will get the invitation via email. I don't expect you all to remember this completely, but I kind of want to start planting that seed. Complete the Google form. Some of you have already completed the Google form. If you have not, what I need you to do is, it's all nutrition, height, weight, all your kind of important numbers, waist circumference. Get a measuring tape. All you're gonna do is you're gonna take it around your belly buttons right here and measure your waist, all right? And then you're gonna put that number in there. What I'm doing with that information is calculating your metabolic rate, how many calories you're gonna need, and then from there, I'm going to develop your macros. And if you don't know what macros are, it's okay, because that's my job, all right? I will be teaching this over the next 4 weeks, so that you have an idea. Oh, okay, when she says macro, she's talking about a protein, or she's talking about a carb. These numbers are going to be very specific to you. Like Erin's numbers are going to be way different than Debbie's. I was going to call you Emerald. Than Debbie's numbers. Like everybody's numbers, everybody's meal plan is going to look different. There might be some similarities in that you might each get a taco salad at lunch. All right, because I know a lot of people always bug me. I want tacos. Okay, I will make it happen. Okay, there'll be healthier versions, but they're still tacos. All right, so anyway, let's see what else. So I need that Google form as soon as you can get it done. I think I posted it in the group as well. So if you haven't done it, please do it tonight. It doesn't take long at all. And then I told you about the email. The first couple days, all right, as I get your numbers in and start making these meal plans, they're not all going to be done by Monday. So we don't want you to be like, okay, Monday morning, I'm starting this. Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, we're focusing on figuring out what it is you're doing. And we want you to move a lot and drink some serious water. All right, those are the 3 things that we're going to have you be doing. We're going to be we want you to start looking at what you're eating. All right, and maybe you're going to message me that. You know, you can text it or you can message it me. I want to know what you're currently doing. All right, that gives me a framework to what you're currently at. And then trust me, I'm going to be working on these meal plans all weekend. It's not like it's a 5-minute job. It's about an hour to 2 hours. All right, they're not like, oh, I'm just going to throw something in there. I have to look at all the vitamins and minerals, all the macronutrients, making sure you're getting enough of everything, enough calories. All right. Plus, if you have an allergy, I got to make sure I don't give somebody eggs that's allergic to eggs. That's why we ask all these questions. So they're very customized. They're not just, hey, I'm slapping together your meal plan. All right. And I guess I'm going to toss it to Heather because I have talked long enough.
All right. So
nice mom's coming back. Nice mom's coming back.
What I was going to say is y'all are probably like, that is good and dandy, Barb. Yes, we have macros, but the real reason you are here is because you really want to change your mindset. Like all of you are, we loved your answers. Some of you, it was mental health. Some of you need to get back on track. For some of you, you want to be a role model to your family and pay it forward. You all had greater reasons than weight loss. So yes, she's going to customize your macros, but if we do not get this right, I don't care how many macros we give you, you're not going to change you're not going to do it because you haven't changed your mindset. So like Barb said, we're not necessarily starting on Monday. Yes, she's putting your macros together, but we just got to get you here, right? Get your mind right. So for like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we don't want you to change anything but moving your body and drinking your water. That's it. And just kind of making an observation of what it is you're doing. What are you eating? What are you not eating? Just becoming aware of what it is, whether it's daily Starbucks trips or you're eating 3 desserts a day. Just be aware of what it is you're doing, because our goal, again, and you know this, is we want you all to have the best success ever. We want you to feel amazing. We do not want you to feel deprived and like you're on a diet and this is no fun and my family can't eat that. That is not our purpose. Our purpose is to give you the best food, but you make progress, but that it's even food your family would eat, because there's no point in making 2 meals. So we're really going to focus on mindset. For some of you, your weight is a security blanket. For some of you, you want perfectionism. So it's either black or white. I'm doing it or I'm not. So we're trying to find a happy medium with you where it's not your security blanket, where you are devoting your life to so many other things than just, what am I eating? What am I not eating? Because at the end of your life, they're not going to say, this person, she weighed 200 pounds or 150. They're going to be like, was she a good person? Was she a beautiful mom, right? This right here is just your shell. That's it. We're trying to get to here and in here versus just your weight, period. So that's all I got for you for now. Barb, back to you.
Okay, and just to expand on what you're saying, like the behavior part, we're going to talk about triggers, and we're going to talk about the kind of addiction piece. And I say addiction more like what triggers your maybe emotional eating, or how to get control of some of this stuff, because we all know we have them. We all know we have. We're not perfect either, guys. Just remember that. There are times of the day where I want to strangle my husband, and maybe I don't do it, so I go do something else that's maybe still not healthy. That's me. I have to get control of that. And I, do pretty good. Am I perfect? No, none of us are perfect, but it's about identifying and putting it into action. All right. You can know all day long what to do, but can you actually do it? And that's kind of where we come in, and we're in your back pocket. We're on your shoulder. Heather's here. I'm here. We're kind of talking in your ear all the time. So you start thinking about this, because you'll start identifying this stuff pretty quickly when we start talking about the tips and tricks and how to do this. So,
and Barb, I was going to say, back in the day when I would gain 100 pounds and I would lose 100 pounds, I did that 8 times. I would be like, all right, this is it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna binge this weekend because I'm starting Monday. And for the next 6 months, I'm not gonna veer off my path. I'm gonna not eat any sweets. And what happened was, I would have great intentions, but because I knew I couldn't have any of those things, it would make me want it more. So our goal for you is, how can you just maybe choose in the beginning just a smaller portion? Maybe you want that Starbucks, or you want that pizza, or whatever it is. how can you just have a smaller portion? So instead of 5 pieces of pizza, you're going to have 2. So try that first before we get into the nitty gritty. And just again, it's more about awareness. And mark my words and mark Barb's words. And you can even ask Kim or Tamala. Once you start eating better, not as punishment, once you start eating better because you choose those things, it'll be so hard for you to go back because you'll feel like shit after you eat those bad things. You know what I'm saying? So you'll appreciate how you feel when you eat well versus not so well, if that makes sense. So.
She said shit.
I did.
I'm so proud of her.
Yes,
It's
yes.
usually me dropping the F-bombs.
It is.
So,
yep, for sure.
Saying, I like the F word. I have it on my wall. 50 is the other F word. Anyway, so yes, we tend to be pretty straight shooters. All right. If you come to us and there's an issue, you're having a concern, the first questions are going to be about what you are doing, you know. And trust me, we'll pick up on the self-sabotage or the excuses really, really fast. We've been doing this a while. I remember I'm a nurse. I have heard every excuse. I get a patient in the hospital, why they're giving me their history and talking about their heart attack and blah, blah, blah. And then they go deeper and deeper and you're like, oh my God. And then, you know, there's steps leading up, and it's very obvious to me as a nurse. I've been able to pick this up over your certain behaviors. And then I can pick when you're not telling the whole story. Really good at that one. So don't be surprised when we start asking deep questions. And Heather's pretty good too. She's lost and gained all this weight and kept it off for a long, long time. Fun trivia fact, and I like to tell this one to everybody who doesn't know us, Heather. Heather hired me as her personal trainer way back when. I think Tegan was, what, 2? And she's almost 20 now. So just imagine how far back we go. Little did we know at that point in time, one, she was going to be where she is today. Little did I know where I was going to be today. And little did we know that we would be working together. So long history there.
And then also we want to, how do we explain this? And we're sure you've seen in the videos, whenever anybody starts something, they are so gung-ho. They're like so much energy. They're engaged. They are enthusiastic. So we're going to teach you how to have that same enthusiasm 4 weeks from now, or 6 months from now, or 5 years from now. We're going to show you how to keep that, right? Because in the beginning, when it's new and it's fresh, you're like, yes, this is it. But what happens when you're 3 months in and you're like, okay, this is getting old. I'm tired of meal prepping. I'm tired of not going to Starbucks. I'm tired of working out. I don't want to do any of this. I'm done. That's what we're going to show you, how to keep doing this and make it who you become, not something that you do. Like, without a doubt, you know, I'm doing this. This is who I am. Not I'm doing it, I'm not, I'm yes, no, back and forth. It's like you can't take your clothes off and put them on, like fitness and health. It's just got to be who you are, and that's what we're going to show you. That way you don't keep starting over.
Debbie has an excellent question. What happens after the 4 weeks? Because we will not be done in 4 weeks. You know that. If we can do that in 4 weeks, you will be on your path. You'll be on your path. Tamala, how long have we been working together? Yeah. 3 what? 3 months?
She's like, long.
All right. So Tamala started with me as a client, as in working out. We did CG Fit a few times. I've been working with her on her meal plans because she's vegetarian, but we learned recently through the detox that she may be vegetarian, but she's not really plant-based. There's a big difference. So we're going to go back a few steps. And it's so funny is, guys, this is where I made a cardinal mistake. I assumed that Tamala knew everything about food because she was a vegetarian. She told me, we had a conversation not too long ago, that basically I assumed wrong. So guess what? Now we're working in a different manner. So I'm going to be teaching, there's a lot to nutrition that I want to go over. And again, you're not going to get it all in 4 weeks. But we can talk about that a little further down the road, but there is more. Okay. So know that there may be more after this. There will be more after this. But let's just start now. Focus on today and this weekend and tomorrow. And then we'll talk about that a little bit down the road. Heather, what
Debbie said, feel free to share any of my story. Debbie, you share your story.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on, sister. Tell it like it is. Let's hear from you.
You're unmuted.
Oh gosh, I've been on so many diets, I don't even know where this journey began, really. So I'm not trying to look at it as a diet.
Good.
It's got to be a complete lifestyle. Like you say, we're not going to be perfect, but so diabetes runs very strong in my family, and I was diagnosed February 17th, which was the day my mother died back in 2008 from diabetes, and I was diagnosed this year. So I've not told too many people about it. I've shared it with Tracy, and there's a few others. I'm kind of a private person, so I don't share with a whole lot of people, but sugar is huge for me. But then one of my hardest questions to answer out of this whole process was, what are your favorite foods? I just like everything. I just like good food. I like Italian, Mexican, you name it, I like it. But then you got to top it off with the sugars too. And so I was getting to the point where I was having 2 Starbucks a day. And not everything is bad at Starbucks. I had Starbucks today, but I had egg whites with roasted peppers, and I had an Americano with heavy whipping cream. That was it. So I didn't have the sugars and the whole, I'll have avocado or something like that. But I've just been on a journey for a long time, and I'm at my very heaviest, and I'm miserable. And I started, like I said, on a healthy eating regimen Tuesday. And like right now, it's Friday night, and I'm just miserable because I want to go out and get something good, or I just want to go get a Starbucks. You keep saying Starbucks. I told my husband, if she says Starbucks one more time, I'm going to Starbucks. No, not really. But I thought, well, I could go get a smaller one because my brain automatically says, we're not really starting till Monday, so I can just screw up all weekend, and then I'll get it right come Monday.
Guess what? We just popped that bubble.
Hey, and then Debbie, Des is over there in the corner laughing at you. She's agreeing with everything you're saying. She's cracking up. But go.
Hey, Des, what's up?
So Debbie, I want to just point out, so I'm glad you mentioned this, and I'm glad you're telling me now, because your meal plan is just about to take a 360, and you and I need to have a separate conversation. And if anybody else happens to be diabetic, please let me know now. All right, because that really does change the game. 1, medically, 2, nutritionally, and I want to make sure 100% you understand what's going on inside the body, because you can probably verify this. As a diabetic, the doctor has told you limit your carbohydrate intake, 45 grams per meal, no more than that. Guess what? That's old stuff.
They didn't. Actually, I quit taking medication because I didn't like the side effects. So I called them and told them I quit taking the medication. I wasn't on insulin though. So my A1C was just at a 7.0. So basically, I just need to get some weight off.
Yeah,
and I think I'll be fine.
But we need to change I need to do different macros for you. And I'll explain why on the phone call. Because there is specifics with that again, they don't usually go into. If they put you on pills, they just say, here, take your medicines, and then, watch what you eat. Did you go to a nutritionist? Did you go to a dietitian? Yeah. So anyway.
No, we started taking this little, I can't remember what it's called, a little injectable. That's like an. Is
that me? Is she frozen or me?
She's frozen.
Oh, okay.
All right, while she comes back, really quickly, I was talking to someone, and maybe some of you identify with it. I was asking this person, what do you think about it is that maybe you can't keep your weight off? And they said, to be honest with you, eating healthy is punishment for me, and eating bad is my happy place, right? So they identified healthy food with just punishment, and this is so boring and you're depriving me. And they equated McDonald's and all these things with punishment, right? So I know a lot of you may feel that way. So we're going to try and help you change that to where you don't feel that way anymore. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. We're going to help you with that for sure. So let me see.
Yeah, she got kicked off.
Okay. All right. So for the next 3 or 4 days, we don't want you to change anything but your water. And if you already work out, keep that. If you haven't began, maybe you just go for 5 minutes. And over the next 3 to 4 days, all we want you to do is just observe what you are eating. That's it. Nothing else.
What about
Nothing else.
What about the why? We got to
Yeah, absolutely.
So maybe that's kind of a homework assignment. For the next couple days, we want you to start thinking about your why. All right. And do not, I want to lose weight. I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to be healthier. Okay. That's great. That's a great goal. That's not your why. Your why goes way further in. And let's quickly, Heather and I are really, really good at this. She's going to ask me some questions and I'm going to just answer them hypothetically to tell you how deep we're going to go. So here we go.
All right. So Barb, I saw that you were interested in the program. I love that you said you wanted to lose 20 pounds. That's awesome. So why do you want to lose 20 pounds?
Man, I saw a picture of myself and my belly just looks for muffin top city and I don't like the way that looks.
Okay. So say at the end of the 4 weeks, you lose your 20 pounds and you're like, yes, that's it. What else? Like, why is that so important for you to lose that muffin top?
Because I don't like the way it looks. It makes me feel self-conscious.
Okay. And so why do you feel self-conscious though? Like, what is happening in your life that you're feeling that way?
My husband's right there. He's going to think I'm telling you. I don't like the way I look naked. And, I feel like my spouse is not attracted to that.
Okay. So you feel like he's not maybe like as lovey-dovey, or he's not just maybe like just touching you as much as you would like.
Yeah, I feel like it's maybe an avoidance factor. It's really affecting our relationship. Okay,
so if you were to lose the weight, would he be okay with that, or would like he support you, or would he say, what are you doing? Why are you trying to lose weight? Why are you trying to better yourself? Like, is he even on your team?
He is definitely on my team if I bring him on my team.
Okay, got it.
I would have to tell him what I'm doing because that would, communication is key. But I think that if I were more confident, it would come out in our relationship.
So if he started being more attracted to you and he started giving you more attention, what would that do for you?
It would make me feel very wanted and, like I was really enough.
Okay, got it. So there we go.
Now, I'm going to preface this. My relationship is perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, pretty darn perfect. The muffin top is not the reason. There's no issue there, trust me. It's more like, can you go away?
So that's what Barb meant, because the easiest answer is, I just want to lose weight. That's why I'm here. I just want to lose the weight.
We always want to make it superficial, but usually it goes deeper. And I just used that one as an example. But we've heard like deep whys, like a perfect example, Debbie, maybe is your mom. You lost your mom to the condition that you now have. That's a huge why right there. You don't want to go down that same path. You want to stop it right now. Hold on. Where is my unmute button? Oh, there you are. Okay, go for it. Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, she was only 51.
Do you know that I'm 50?
Yeah, so diabetes and hypertension. I mean, but granted, she was diagnosed when she was 26 and she was on 5 insulin shots at that point. But I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be anywhere near that person.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
a
my
deep
grandfather,
why.
my grandmother, everybody in my family pretty much has had it or or they have it now.
Aaron, I'm not going to share your story unless you want me to, but Aaron has a huge why. I know Aaron's why. Aaron and I have been talking for the last 6 weeks, and she's been working out with us, and she's really working on her meals, and she's got a big why, and it's not that cute little puppy.
So the reason we are so adamant on your why is because, like we said, the why is going to sustain you. The why is going to be why you get up in the morning and work on yourself and care for yourself. The why is going to have you making your meals and making better choices. Weight loss isn't going to sustain you. It just isn't, because it'll get old after a while, because you'll stop getting the compliments or whatever. So that's a good start. But until you go in here, what?
It'll slow down too. Initially, a lot of people see that big change initially, and then it slows down because you have to constantly make adjustments. And
we're not trying to be Debbie Downers at all.
No.
We're just being very realistic and blunt with you. That's all it is. We're just being as honest as we can with you, for real. That way you have long-term success, and you don't just get to the end of the 4 weeks and be like, okay, I can go back to my old habits. Because we're going to make it to where you don't want to go back to the old you. Like, you're done with that. You love your new habits so much, and it's become who you are. You're like, I can't even fathom going back to that lady anymore, because I don't even know who she is anymore. And you'll make a promise to yourself that you refuse to be that old person that when you started. So, do you want, I know we respect their time. Do you want to give Aaron's story real quick?
Aaron, that's up to you. Oh, you push it. I push it, you push it, you push it, I push it.
Sorry. Yeah, that's fine. You want me to tell it or you?
You tell.
Okay. So about 2 years ago, I decided to get off birth control that I had been on for 10 years to try to start a family. And when I got off, in 1 month of being off, I gained 20 pounds. And a cycle never came. 6 months down the road, never came. So we went to the doctor, and I was diagnosed with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And the doctors pretty much said it's going to be really hard to have a kid because I don't have cycles at all unless it's medicated. And so they said pretty much lose weight. And by the way, good luck with losing weight because of your condition. It's really hard to lose weight. So I very thankful for Emily, who got me hooked up with Barb. And I've started working out and changing my eating habits. And I've already seen a change. And I actually started my first cycle by myself, unmedicated, this month. So my why is I've got to get my body back so I can have a kid.
I am like, that almost brings tears to my eyes because I know how big a deal that is. Like, that's just, when she told me that, I was like, whoo, like, because it's working. So anyway, sorry, I don't mean to get emotional. But
no, I was too. I am too.
Tiffany's with me. We're both like crying over here. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up, guys. You're going to do awesome. I want you to start thinking about your why, so you'll be ready to talk about it. Heather, when is a good time when is our next call? Sorry. I'm all emotional. I can't even think straight. Sorry. Oh, you're muted. Hang on. Mean mom muted the nice mom. You're going to have to unmute yourself.
Sunday or Tuesday, but I want to tell you real quick, and I know I keep saying one more thing. The ladies in this group, for the next 4 weeks, y'all are going to be best friends because you are going to push each other and motivate each other and inspire each other, and you are going to have each other's back. Because listen, as long as we've done this, the people that are not a fly on the wall and they participate and they engage, they are the most successful, period. And it's so easy to be a fly on the wall and not participate in the group. But time and again, every person who has had major success within the group, they really do engage. So I want you to think about all the ladies here with you. They're going to have bad days and good days. And what we might do, maybe on week 2 or 3, we might get you, like, if you want a little accountability partner, that way you can text each other, because we're going to be texting you and checking in with you on a weekly basis. But it's so different from us versus someone going through with you in the group. So yeah, when you're open, if you're open to that, we'll partner you up with somebody in the group. So awesome, Erin. Very cool. All right, that's all I got.
All right, guys. So let's do Tuesday night. Tuesday night, 8 p.m.
Did you tell them why it has to be 8 p.m. and so
Yeah,
it's that time?
my fault because I train camp. Oh, I'm back outside now. I need 8:15. Is 8:15 too late for everybody on Tuesday?
If it is, Barb, we'll record, but obviously it's so much better if you watch it live.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Okay.
Are you nervous? Are you excited? Are you ready? Like, are we pumped? What's going on? No, they're not pumped, Barb. They're like,
They're pumped. They're smiling. Look at Jumi's got her lipstick on. She's all gorgeous today.
Barb, I think they're overwhelmed because we're not giving them a meal plan and saying, okay, start your diet. They're like, I'm not used to this.
It's good. You'll be fine. This is gonna
You'll
be
be fine. And then I'll post the homework in the group, Barb, so they don't forget. Cool.
Perfect. All right, guys.
Enjoy your Friday evening.
We did say we have 3 more spots open. So if you know anybody who's ready to do this, send them our way, because once that 3 spots, I think that's it, because we want to make sure you get enough attention and that we don't get overwhelmed, because we want to make sure you get the quality too.
For sure.
So,
yep. Thank y'all for spending your Friday evening. You can text or message us after this, or you can stay on if you have any more questions. Again, we just want